So I thought today we'd do a bit of sowing outdoors since we did indoors last time. And the sorts of things you can sow outside right now, I've got a little list because I thought I might forget, are beetroot, broad beans. I've already got some broad beans in, but it's not too late if you get them in really sharpish. And the best kind to get to sow at this time of year are agua dulce. Okay, so they'll be ready at the right time if you sow them now. So there's carrots can go in, kale. We've still got quite a lot of kale, so I'm not going to put any in yet. Parsnips, which Ali doesn't like, so I won't bother growing those. Spuds are already in. So radish and spinach. So I thought today that I'd put in some radishes, and I've got some lovely stripy Italian ones here, and a bit of black beetroot. So just to show you how to do that, first of all, I use a hoe just to make sure there's no seeds, no weeds just in the space that I want to sow. So I'll do that there. Actually, I'm not going to put anything in there, but I'll just hoe that while I'm here. And then I'll put another line in here. Now this was a path before, but as I've said before, you don't, with no dig, need paths really, because you can stand on the soil. So all I've done is put a little bit of compost on the top. I'm giving this a very light hoe, and that means that now I can sow straight into that, even though I've walked all over it. So that's pretty useful. Now, as a guide to doing the seeds, years ago I bought one of these things from Bergen & Ball. It's in inches, which is slightly irritating, but on it I marked all the inches, and then I marked all the different crops that you might put in. So it tells you that 2 inches for carrots is pretty good, 4 inches for beetroot and radishes. So you can use that kind of guide, or alternatively you can sow into what's called a drill, a line, and then pick out all the weakest of the seedlings, just leaving the biggest ones at those sorts of distances. So a good way to make a drill is just to put your thingy down, and then you've got a fairly straight line there. So that's one. And here's another one. Got a bit of help from a chicken over there. Hi, Brighton. Boom. And these seeds, you remember I've told you before that the seeds go about as deep as the size of the seed. So not deep. And it's dead easy to do. These are beetroot seeds. Black Spanish beetroot. These are ones I got left over from last year, so I'm just going to stick those, sorry, I said beetroot, they're radish. These are radish. So, don't know if you can see this, but just a sprinkle along there. You don't need millions. If you plant them, if you sow them too close together, you'll only have to thin them later. So you really don't want them to be too close. Bingo, slight hole there and there. I don't know if you can see those, but they're not ultra. I'm not sowing them in great clumps. Voila, that's done. Easy peasy. Just put those back if you'll forgive me a moment. Could give them to a chicken, I suppose. Do you have any that fall, okay? Lucky girl. Right, and then all you do, and it's dead easy, just do a little sort of pinching thing. Pinch, all the way along. Like so. And when you get to the end, remember where it was. Right, what you put in. Black radish. We had a bunch of these plastic cutlery about, and I just thought rather than use them, which I hate, and rather than throw away, which I hate even more, I just use them like that. Then all you need to do is just cover the soil a little bit, just even it up either side, give a bit bare where you've trodden on it. I'm avoiding the actual seeds. Luckily it rained yesterday, so the soil's pretty damp, but after this I'll just give it a quick water. So that's the radishes in. Didn't take long, did it? Now we'll just do some beetroot. Can you give me a hand? Good girl. Just put some beetroot. Now the beetroot's slightly bigger, So and also it quite likes to be soaked beforehand. I haven't soaked this, but because the ground is already wet, that'll be absolutely fine. So again, beetroot's slightly bigger when it grows, so you don't want it too close. It's bigger than radish, that's for sure. Don't really need to thin it if you do it fairly far apart, because you can pick off the biggest ones if they grow in clumps, and then just leave others to germinate after that. Soil temperature at the moment is about 12 degrees. These will be absolutely fine. I'm just going to put the label in before I do the pinching thing, which I probably should have done before. So, beetroot, stripy, bingo. Stick that in there. Quick pinch, 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 pinch. Now these, I want these to be in really, really good contact with the soil. So I'm just going to go along and give them a thump. I want to make sure that the moisture in the soil starts the seeds swelling. Don't need to worry about those so much. And then I'll just give that a tiny tidy up either side. This is garlic I've got just here on the right. That went in at the end of the winter, well, not the end of the winter, during the winter last year. So I think probably in about November, December, something like that. Voila, that's it. Now how long did that take? 5 minutes, and we can wait for radishes and beetroot. Excellent.